you're looking to take a break from the big budget blockbusters, there's a score of indie films to choose from.
That's right. This is the time of year when films start getting, chattered about in the industry. And our film critic, Tony Gonzalez, has a look at some of the independent films you should look out for.
Welcome, The Commune.
There are a few new indie flicks to look out for at the movies, like the comedy Don't Think Twice.
I'm gonna get the job at Weekend Live.
The film follows an improv troupe after one member gets a big break.
As I started to include the rules of improv, where it's like say yes and it's all about the group and don't think, it occurred to me like, oh, this is a great metaphor for life.
Equals is a futuristic tale starring Kristen Stewart and Nicholas Hoult. They are two people who fall in love in a utopia without emotion.
My friend!
Colby Smulders headlines The Intervention. It's about a weekend getaway where some of the family and friends confront a married couple about splitting up.
I hired actors that I really believed in, who I thought were extremely talented, and gave the roles over to them, because I knew that they would bring things to it that I would never think of as a writer.
Expanding to more theaters is Captain Fantastic. It's a story about a devoted father raising 6 kids. They all pick up and return to the city after his wife dies.
This is all we have.
And to the Forest stars Ellen Page and Evan Rachel Wood. They're sisters who learn to survive after a massive power outage hits their isolated woodland home.
I always viewed it as a cautionary tale and weirdly a love story between these sisters and the power of that bond and how strong, speaking of hope, just having family and someone you love that much.
So which one are you feeling, Tony?
I've seen a couple of them, but I'll tell you right now, the one that people seem to keep talking about and going back to, Captain Fantastic.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Okay, I will say I'm in the minority with this one. It's really, really good, but there was one thing about the movie, and if I tell you what it is, I'm going to give it away, but it totally turned me off the entire movie.
Really?
Oh,
So it's something that happened?
It happens in the movie, and when you get there, if you guys go out and you watch it, you're going to know exactly what it is.
So you were done.
But it was enough that I was like, okay, done. Can't handle it. No, it lost me. I'm done. Checked out. And from then on, I couldn't
Even
handle
though
it.
Vigo, what's his name, is in it?
Yes, and he is shirtless. And I'll even go one step further, ladies. He's naked.
What?
Yeah, he is naked in it. He's
I
really
just turned
good.
into like a 12-year-old girl for just like 2 seconds. Sorry about that. I apologize.
And he should be, because he's proud of what he has.
Wow.
So
Okay.
can you see everything in that shot? Or are they?
Is it like
no,
Orlando
you can see
Bloom in it on a paddleboard?
There is
or?
nothing left for the imagination.
What?
Oh,
No.
sometimes that's okay.
What kind of movie
Is that
is
what
this?
turned you
I
off?
was gonna say.
It may or may not be the thing
Okay.
that turned me off. No spoilers alert on that one. But yeah, so I saw that at the same time I did Swiss Army Man, which is also an independent film.
Okay.
And you guys know I love Swiss Army Man. That's actually one of my favorite films of the year.
Oh, wow.
So far.
Really?
But independent films, I don't know if you guys know this much about it, or you guys at home know this much about it, but independent films are made on a shoestring budget.
Yeah.
And then they're picked up by distributors who then put a lot of marketing money behind it and then distribute
Get it
it.
that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the best films have been independent films. Sideways, one of my all-time favorites. Clerks. You guys know Clerks?
Oh, yeah.
It was shot for $25,000.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
I
no
didn't know
kidding.
that.
Memento, Christopher Nolan. These are some really big-time directors who got their start on independent films. So, yeah, they're not these big, huge production value, but they are some of the best storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a real need for independent films out there. Yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
But I highly
right.
recommend, ladies, hit Captain Fantastic. Let's chat about it later.
Okay, yeah, I've got it. We'll see if we have the same.
Yeah, so many teasers here on the show.
It's out in theaters now. There's a couple in there that aren't out or are coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Just keep an eye out for them.
Keep an eye out for them. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, there's another movie coming soon. It's a classic tale of cops and robbers. Hell or High Water has all the makings of a classic Western, and while the horses are replaced with pickup trucks in this new movie, the old grit remains. 2 divided brothers, played by Chris Pine and Ben Foster, come together to save their family's land from foreclosure. How do you do that? By robbing banks, of course.
Of course.
Their plan of revenge is going all too well. That is, until a Texas Ranger, played by Jeff Bridges, picks up on the heist.
Jeff Bridges, I like it. All right, I want to see that one. I don't know about you guys, but looks good. And listen to this. You at home can see it before it is released. The film is going to be screening at Regal Gulf Coast Stadium tomorrow night at 7:30. Seating, though, is first come, first served and is not guaranteed, so get there early. We're giving away tickets to the 4th person to call, 239-673-3388. So also check out Facebook, too, because there's a way that you can score on social media as well. And then just remember, you, of course, cannot win if you've already won something with us over the last 90 days, so good luck with that. Okay. Okay, so we all have a body part that we'd like to maybe change or alter, right? We all have those things. Coming up next, how you can look your best, and the consultation is free. Stay with us.
Cool.